It is a pleasure to send my greetings to the 14th High School Model United Nations Japan team final presentation hosted by Japan Committee for Global Classrooms and Asia-Pacific Cultural Centers for UNESCO. Despite the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, I am gratified to see that the High School Model United Nations Japan team has continued its work and is meeting today to make final presentations via online platforms. I commend you all for engaging in this process. If I look at what engaged global citizens, in particular young people, have achieved in mobilizing governments, companies, and communities to protect our planet from climate change, I can only be hopeful that the same can happen for disarmament, arms control, and non-proliferation. This is why my office has placed youth engagement at the core of its disarmament education efforts and launched a Youth for Disarmament initiative to link young people with experts and offer a platform for effective and meaningful youth engagement. We believe it is essential to hear the voices of your generation and to engage with you about disarmament and non-proliferation issues. The United Nations Secretary General recognizes in his disarmament agenda, launched in 2018, that your generation is the ultimate force for change and that you have proved your power time and again in support of the cause of disarmament. The important and positive contribution that you can make in sustaining peace and security has been recognized by the UN General Assembly through its recently adopted resolution entitled Youth, Disarmament and Non-Proliferation, which was unanimously adopted in December 2019. The resolution encourages young people to be more actively engaged in disarmament and non-proliferation discussions and in related decision-making processes in their countries. It also calls for efforts to cultivate future arms control professionals. I know one of the topics you will be addressing today is the international security challenges posed by lethal autonomous weapons systems. It is an issue covered by my office, the UN Office for Disarmament Affairs. So, I would like to share with you some of the thinking on this important subject. Many of the transformational technologies redefining our world have predominantly beneficial applications, including in terms of serving the goals of disarmament, non-proliferation, and arms control. Unfortunately, we are also increasingly seeing reports of new weapon concepts and systems being studied, developed, and tested that incorporate autonomy into their critical functions. In the absence of common standards and understandings on how international law applies, we face a risk that we will one day see the operation of autonomous weapons systems that cannot be used in conformity with humanitarian principles or the dictates of public conscience. These are the worrying developments. Young people around the world have a critical role to play in raising awareness and developing new thinking to reduce threats from weapons of mass destruction as well as conventional weapons, and to ensure that humans retain responsibility for decisions on the use of new weapon systems. You have the power to effect change, and I am confident that ideas you will exchange today will bring forward new concepts and innovative approaches to ensure that we all live in a safe and secure world. I wish you all the best for a successful meeting. Thank you.